the speaker with the perspective that the continuity of the choices causes the present choice the next step. Described with the word the continuity. Causes the present applies the modal verb to assume the result that the unchosen option was able to cause. The result is the different condition with the present condition of the subject. The result of the assumption of the speaker at the present is about the subject, and the assumption means that the experience, condition, or action did not actualize for real. So we don't know the exact time of the actualization about the assumed experience, condition, or action. So we cannot specify a point in time in the actualization of the assumption. So we can think of this question: is the tense of the clause about the point in time, about the gap between the point in time at the present when the speaker states the clause and the actualization of the assumed experience, condition, or action? We can say the proper response is no, because it's an assumption. So the tense, the past tense, revealed with the form of the modal verb would, should, could, or might, reveals the gap between the point in time when the speaker states the clause to the listeners and the point in time in the past that the subject was provided the two-way street by the one in the past. The definition of the modal verb signifies what context the subject considered to actualize the definition of the verb in the past. This description is about the definition of the modal verb would, could, might, or should. The speaker assumes the experience, condition, or action with the specific context and intention. This can be the reason why the four modal verbs are differentiated. The tense of the modal verb reveals the gap between the present and the point in the past when the subject was considered to actualize the definition of the verb. The first sort about the assumption about the past to cause the different condition with the present is the modal verb could. The speaker applies the modal verb could to signify that the subject had the ability to actualize the experience, condition, or action indicated by the verb, but did not choose to actualize the experience, condition, or action. The speaker assumes the possibility of the subject to actualize the experience, condition, or action that is not about the present. The ability is a sort of the assumption. The fact that we deal with an ability of a subject means that the subject has been trained with the ability. So mentioning about the ability means that the subject has been in a context. The tense revealed by the modal verb could signifies the gap between the present and the point in the past when the speaker assumed the ability of the subject to actualize the definition of the verb. The modal verb could and the verb described by the modal verb could consist of a phrase of a verb to reveal the assumption of the speaker. There is a clause. They could be changed. The modal verb could describes the definition of the be verb, and this clause is stated in the passive voice of the speaker, and the subject of this clause are the object in the subject-object relationship with the unstated subject. The unstated subject and the object whose number is more than 2 and who do not participate in the conversation with the speaker. This interaction with the unstated subject and the object is mediated by the definition of the transitive verb change. So we can understand that the subject of this clause are the object who are the object of the assumption by the speaker at the present. From the perspective of the speaker, the subject of this clause are not described by the be verb, and the subjective complement changed because the modal verb could describes the definition of the be verb and reveals that this clause is assumed by the speaker at the present. The subject, indicated by the personal pronoun they, existed at a point in time in the past, and the subject might be the subject, the one, allowed a specific option to the subject, like the milestone stone, the milestone ball. Before, the subject took a step later than the point in the past. So we can understand that this milestone is able to be described by this clause. They was not changed. After they was not changed, the subject become the object of the statement by the speaker. So we can understand that the speaker focuses on the fact that the subject was suggested to take a step to make a change by the one.